Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Harry. Thank you, Harry.
Good to see you, Harry.
You can't see me.
Next month I'm gonna be back on Zoom, so I'll see you if you call in, because I miss your face.
First thing we'll do we have a quorum? And I believe at this time we have a quorum, which is fantastic. Thank you, Harry. First item on the agenda, with the approval of the minutes, the March 28th minutes. Has everyone had a chance to look at it? Any corrections, additions? If none, do I hear a motion to approve it?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Well,
Okay, second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Great. Motion approved. Okay, we'll go right into discussion items. First would be marketing update. Doug.
Morning, glad to be here every month. I look forward to this. So, just an update, not that big a deal, but yeah, 2 weeks from today, finally getting the knee replaced. So, I will be out a little bit, not really bedridden, so it's, I mean, get your tail up and start walking with the walker and then the cane and back to PT and all that type of stuff. So I probably will not be here next month, because I think it's like 6 weeks, so they want you to, before you can drive.
and it's your right knee.
Right knee, yes,
Okay.
ma'am, I do the knee, So, ready to get. But I'll be on Zoom, so, I mean, nothing's gonna stop. It'll slow down probably for a couple of weeks, but, been working on some stuff to, cause my stuff's not month to month, it's months, quarters to quarters. So in terms of trying to promote everything, so just an update there, but I will let y'all know once I get the medicine worn off, and I'm okay. Ooh, how y'all doing? I'm still under medicine. So anyway, that's, I'm glad to get that behind me. All right, let's, talk about a couple things, and I had my phone going, get back going here. Finally broke down. I'm not one of those guys that buys a new phone every time a new 15 or something comes out, so I don't know how many years it was, had an old phone, so get a new one, so I'm excited about that. All right, first thing is, sent all this to you yesterday, the really nice, article we had in Golf Central Magazine, which is one of our big media partners, here, and, again, it's just trying to keep, stuff where people can see, stuff that we can use, and just promote it. So all these are type things that Firm Insurance will put on a website, and things that we can just go back and,
It's on.
good, thank you, man. And so excited about that. Mike Mann, was up here last May. I believe that's been a year. Very familiar, so he does a good job. And so, as you know, just reminding, we just can't say, hey, we want to be in this next issue or whatever. So they allow us to have certain things, certain issues. But I was telling Bruce and Gordon before we got started that trying to work with some media partners that we can have something maybe every month, whether it's a newsletter, magazine, something. So that's the reason you don't just have one or two, you have 8 or 10 or more partners. So different people can see different things. So that's exciting. So it's been nice to have these 2 articles, back to back that really showcase, what a beautiful area y'all have up here. So, and I tell Sharon, I know I tell you all of this every time, and I truly mean this. It is like, I can't wait for the next 4th week to come back up here, because I enjoy my drive coming up here. Living in Monroe, we get on 316, go through the loop of Athens and up 441, and it's just nothing. you know, and it's early and it's just once you get up here and you like seeing the mountains, it's just kind of refreshing, so. I enjoyed all my stuff I do with you guys very much, so. All right, social media is still rocking and rolling. I'm on there every day now. We've still got somebody working with us to do stuff. And we're trying to do some extra things. As I mentioned, the project with Golf Trips, it was Brian who was up here last year, that I mentioned, we are getting close to finishing that. And so Brian's golftrips.com is just really, really big, as you can kind of imagine with the name. So we're trying to do some more stuff and put some different things with Sky Valley on his site so people can see, and then send out social media stuff. So this is gonna be a lot more than just doing it on at Facebook and all these other places. So excited about that. Should know more about planning, because this type stuff just takes a little while. I mean, I had to get him to change out a couple of the members, you know, and you just have to go with what their timeline is, and so you have to just keep bugging them. So anyway, we're on that. So that's what I'm saying. I don't work month to month or week to week. I work quarter to quarter, probably with Flying Sky. So we make sure we have Sky Valley in as many places as possible. Working on, continue to have a couple of, maybe more than that couple, maybe a couple different groups come up here from media writers, and just trying to come up with dates. One guy's really well connected, Steve Pike, he wrote for Golf Digest. He's very connected again. So he would, you know, really be able to get a lot of stuff out there for us. And then, a couple, like we've had up here before, husband and wife team, he writes, and he's been in the business 40 years, and she takes photos, and so we're trying to went back and, you know, trying to figure out a date for them. So, well, all of that again will be in plenty of time of, well, they're not coming in 2 weeks, you know, so we'll always have plenty of time to plan. But,
Yeah, the planning issues, the housing is a big.
Yeah, sure.
We're trying to
Sure.
get that together.
And then, you know, y'all have been fantastic with your receptions and all this type of stuff for all the people, so. Travel company, we're doing more with that, and Brian is also helping me doing that. So we're doing some more directional advertising for real estate. So I've told all the guys again, we're trying to push real estate in a big way. Come to North Georgia, this is where you start looking here and buy Lynn's house. And say, that's, so man, you're welcome, man, thank you. I'm the one that sent that person to you, I'm sure.
Appreciate that.
I hope you got $100,000 more than you asked
I
me,
don't
Bryce.
know, I'll tell you, it's a hot market.
Trust me, I.
So is Peachtree City.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
you
so
see.
like, higher price tags,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They've had, last couple of years, since you just mentioned Peachtree City, they do their Atlanta Air Show.
Oh, yeah, it's
So,
wonderful, I love it.
yeah, so I've been the last 2 years, took my oldest son, and his son, grandson last year, you know, just love, my dad was airline pilot and in the planes and did all that kind of stuff, and so.
Right.
So very, very cool to go down to Peachtree City every year and do that, so. Met with Mark, Golf Pro, last month, had a really good, you know, short meeting with him, got him up to speed about what we do, and I'm gonna be continuing to talk with him, because I need the Golf Pro to certainly understand what we are and who we are, and what we're trying to do, so I'll try to continue to reach out to him over the year, but seemed like a really nice guy. I'm sure Ryan and the committee, you know, picked the best possible candidate out there, so. Wish I could come up here and play golf, but I'm hoping to do that again one day, but. Number 7 is working with all our media partners about coming up with a schedule, have Sky Valley and all their media outlets, so that's kind of what I'd already said. Trying trying to keep that in front of everybody, staying in focus with them. Now that a lot of these guys, have been here, seen this, they are very apt at doing a lot more, and we've just got to continue to bring in new people up here. Because I still say that's the, best way to market. If you get somebody who is in the media, not just John Doe or Jane Doe, up here, then they're gonna be able to really, promote the area and what we can do. So that's one reason we're gonna be talking to Rick. So we're looking forward to that. That's been on my mind, the last few months, getting with Rick and CJ, Forward Raven. So we have this meeting coming up afterwards that we're just gonna kind of open discussion and see what we can do. But I want him to know pretty much what I do, how I help you guys, what our outreach is, how we can get, the county, you know, to be like the designated place. If you go to North Georgia, certainly Northeast Georgia, you know, you wanna come here, but if you wanna do this, you know, you need to go to Sky Valley, and then the county, and then tourism. And so we're just gonna start opening the door a little more. And so thanks for y'all for setting all that up, and I look forward to talking to him more about what they do for Sky Valley, and certainly understand a lot of it, but that's pretty much it for me.
Now, this is a very nice article, but you've got this about Forward Raven, in a sense. And, you know, you read, Rick really needs to see that and say, you know, I'm promoting all Raven.
And that's what we want him to understand.
We want to figure out how we intervene that, Bruce, and not just because you're all going to be a part of the promote y'all. Let's see how we can continue to do that, or I can help with large numbers, including making sure he knows that the county is part of it. And that we promoted the Dillard House up here. That's pretty much. Oh, no, I'm sure, yeah. We want everybody to know, hey, this is the place to come. If you want to buy home, if you want to play golf, or just visit for the day, or whatever. You come here.
Speaking of statistics, annually I do the state of Virginia. And I would love to incorporate and write about our marketing during the event address. Is there any way you can collect any kind of analytical data on how many things you sent out, like emails, and how many people are on your Facebook? If you can give me just a general idea,
be glad
that would
to.
be great. And I want to brag about what
When is
we're
that?
all doing.
What does that do?
I don't have to do it till July, so you got time to collect it.
It's easy enough to do. Yeah. But here's what you're gonna have to do, you can probably have to remind me, cause I'll get bogged down. With my leg laying up on the sofa for most of the day, you know, so just remind me. so I
After
can
your
kinda work.
medication, you're confident on the money.
Well, you know, they continue to give you medication. The lady yesterday had to go get blood work, she's like, all right, so this medication wears off, and you learn how to walk in the walker, you get out of the car, you go, you know? The surgery is 45 minutes. Sure, that's time working on my knee.
They're gonna get you up and wake up.
Yeah. You do have, you're gonna have to. If you do, you haven't really watched me walk for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've had gel shot. With it too, a steroid shot is really here. Said, did a steroid shot in it to kind of help it? No. Actually, the gel shot, the gel is just like what it is. It's kind of gooey stuff that goes in there. Takes a couple of weeks to get it going, and then one last fall, it felt good, and then one this. The shot, right in the knee? Yes, ma'am, it absolutely does. And well, it's funny, the last lady who put it in, she said, where are you going? I'm like moving my knee away because it's in there and it's hurting. She said, where are you going? She said, I already put a numbing shot in it. I'm like, so this big old needle that goes in, like, there's not much. But So here I'm walking around, I almost feel like I can take off and run. And
I
like,
wouldn't
it's, no, I'm trusting, no, I'm not, so, but my no, because it wears off, so.
Anyway, like I said, I just want to do some analytics and drive on. Again, let's get back to Jekyll Island. Yeah, let's get back to Jekyll Island.
Anyway, I don't want to get off topic, but I just.
Is there any update on Jekyll Island at all?
I wrote them again, and I talked to my contact down there, and just to say, hey, here's where we're at. And I wrote Michael Thompson, who's the guy. He's been very forthcoming in terms of saying, hey, yeah, we would love to do this. Let me get with the people, and I wrote him. We can have to go if might have to. So-
Hey, Doug. Doug, I have an update.
Okay, Harry's got an update. Okay, Harry.
We're talking about Jekyll Island Club. I saw those people the other day in Atlanta at a croquet tournament, and Sky Valley was also represented in the tournament. Did you guys know about that? I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can give you some info on that.
Yes, Harry, we did.
Okay, well then that's all I had to add. They look like they are willing to travel, and I'm sure we can work something out with them.
They seem to like the idea of coming up here when it's 20 degrees cooler than it would be down there in Jekyll, at that time of year, and then let us go sometime in the fall down there. But so everything's been positive. He just has not gotten back to me.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's all I got. Sounds good.
Yeah, that was mentioned in the croquet committee meeting that I was on Zoom on yesterday. So
Okay.
they have communicated with one another.
Oh,
It's
good.
just establishing a date, okay?
Oh.
I'm sure when it's very cold up here, they want to head south to
Sure.
participate in something down there or extend an invitation and establish a date for them to come up
Yeah.
here. So that is in discussion. It's a matter of coordinating, setting dates and availability based on their schedule with tournaments and all of
Sure.
this, but yeah, they have.
Since Michael didn't get back to me,
Mhm.
now, what's the gentleman's name?
Talk to,
He's head of the committee.
Dale.
Dale.
Dale was great.
Yeah,
And
Dale Fenwick is on that.
so, but Michael, which was on that, but see, here's the deal. Jekyll Island Club Hotel, where they play, is also my client.
Okay,
So we're doing it for them too, okay?
Mhm.
So this is what was the whole, and I thought about this years ago, was getting a beach and a mountain and do reciprocal, not just croquet, but
No,
anything.
yeah.
anything.
You know, and hey, we can go up to Sky Valley and do this, y'all come down to Jekyll.
Right.
So yeah, I need to be aware of anything, so if you know anything else, Lynn, but I'll reach back out to
Yeah,
the guy.
Dale Fenwick, he is very, very organized. He's president, he oversees that.
Yeah.
They are so organized as a committee. I mean, they have everybody overseeing education, the whole shebang.
Great,
And they want to elevate that play and be able to, have reciprocity with clubs and everything, just
No.
like, the golf wants the same thing.
sure.
So I think they're all have the same goals or kind of moving
Good.
towards that.
Good.
And it's great if you keep that close communication with that committee.
Well, we will
They
certainly.
are
reach back out.
organized and get it on the calendar, get a commitment and get on the
So
calendar.
this is something they think we could get accomplished this year then?
Yeah, no, we
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
It was discussed and it's great that they had the opportunity to meet at that event.
Are the croquet courts okay now, or?
I think they're really, they look good. I mean, they've done injections, they have the sand, our golf course is absolutely
Oh,
unbelievable. And the same thing with the croquet.
I just heard there
And,
was something, one of the courts wasn't doing well.
Yeah, the newer
Yeah.
addition is just, it hasn't filled in
It's
Oh,
quite as they thought it would, but they dry inject sand into it, so that should help. And there were people out there today playing, they said it was fine.
Okay, good.
So,
right, so you're gonna see a lot more activity on that end, on the golf end, and, I think all of the committees are on target with establishing the 5-year plan and an action plan, and we have, a really, strong board representation for the people that have joined the board this year. And I feel confident that it's gonna continue.
Well, we certainly would love to do the golf,
Oh, yeah.
vice versa, with different places,
Yeah.
so.
Well,
You
that's-
have added advantage because you're in the mountains
Mhm.
and it's cooler and pretty and, so.
Better.
And on the-
Better.
and on the club side, there are more and more activities. I mean, yesterday I went to a Mahjong training. I mean, it's just unbelievable how many things are going on at that club.
Well, that's great.
So you have no excuse not to get involved.
Are you involved?
Oh,
Oh, my gosh.
Bruce is involved up to his head.
He's got tattooed volunteer.
Involved.
Purple heart. Yeah,
Purple heart.
and we appreciate.
I'm with you, baby.
We appreciate him so much.
Yeah. He's also POA
Yeah.
team too.
no,
Yeah.
cook, I'm the cook.
You're the cook, the POA cook?
Yeah.
Okay, the next item, the special item on agenda is the, talking about the survey, draft survey, and,
We're not talking about the meeting today with Forward Raven?
I'm sorry, what?
The meeting today with Forward Raven?
Okay, draft survey, meetings, committee schedule.
What's the plan for the meeting today, Doug? Do you have,
Oh, yeah.
what do you,
Well, I sent us, you should have got it, I sent a little, you should have.
Yeah, we have,
It was just a quick little,
here's this,
okay, I don't remember.
Sort of a mini agenda.
yeah.
the agenda you sent out.
I don't guess.
No, you did not, somehow I apologize, I will send it to you right now.
Yeah,
All right, so yeah, it's just a little agenda, kind of, who's coming, what I'd like to talk about, what y'all need to tell me, what Rick needs to tell me, what's going on, and then, so this is just more of an introduction and how we're doing, then let's figure out where we need to go from there to really boost up some more marketing and
so what time,
that.
and we're meeting here at 12:30, is it 12:30?
12:30, 12 or 12:30.
12:30 is on the list, I
Yeah.
think, from the email from the mayor.
She's rotten, no good.
Yeah, 12, yeah, she's all painting mountains.
Yeah, she's
Bears
rotten, no
and
good.
stuff.
So maybe we'll have the agenda up on the screen by then. Madam Coordinator of the
We
Marketing
could have
and
had it
Communications
today,
for
I
the
just
World.
didn't think about it, my bad.
You got it? Go girl.
Okay, as far as now the draft survey, I spoke with Jason and Holly was on the email. And we kind of talked about incorporating some things from the comp plan email that came, survey that came out from Adam Zell.
Yeah.
But then we kind of discussed that they're two different entities. It's our survey, we don't think should be about development. It should be more of what brought you here, what are your interests, what do you want to do while you're here, and maybe how can you.
Suggestions for what we need to.
Yeah.
I agree.
There may be a couple of similar questions, yeah, what, that's a state requirement, and what Adam's trying to gather is, that's 30,000 foot, but we're more centered on what Sky Valley, so yeah. It probably, it'd be good people to do that survey, but they need to be separate.
Well, the question that come up is, are we, the questions we have, are we okay with the questions and?
Paul said he didn't see any need to change anything.
Yes, okay.
So I think we're good.
Paul got to me, he says, I think if, you do it, Sharon's doing a great job, I have nothing really else to add, I'll leave it. The question comes up, the platform, do we, maybe you could just describe that to the committee, Survey Monkey versus what Paul what's the advantage of one versus the other?
Well, we already have a membership to MailChimp and they do the same basic things, because we would just need to see, the breakdown of how many people live, are in this age range, and it would show those answer choices. SurveyMonkey, we would have to subscribe to, and I think it would just be recreating the same thing that's been created in
right.
MailChimp.
We
It
also.
would go out as it would go out as an email link, but the same link could be posted anywhere and it would go right back to the MailChimp results.
And it analyzes and, computes all the data.
Right.
Yeah, so that was one of his questions. Can you get different information from one versus the other? Are they both, extrapolation of the information?
Well, I don't think-
Does it really matter much what?
I don't think so, because we're not trying to build a bomb or anything, we're just trying to figure out how many people in this age range are here,
Yeah.
and they bought for this reason. I don't think we need to go into too deep of
We also
detail.
have a very extensive network with MailChimp. We've already got that database of folks that get our correspondence, so.
So, in terms of when should we start doing it, and who should we send it to, that kind of stuff, questions on that, or should we start it immediately, or since?
I mean, it's ready, it would
It's
just
ready?
be, we would send it to the database we have. We could also post it on the website, of course, and on Facebook, because like I say, they would all, the only thing is there might be duplication, I guess, some people who took it on Facebook and if they did email.
Do we wanna wait till after the comp plan?
Oh, yeah,
I
so it's
don't
not so
know.
much survey.
I don't know.
But I mean, I think it's.
So suggestions then immediately, and, how many people are in that, and how do we keep it up? Would we do this often, once a quarter, or whatever? What's the suggestion?
Ooh, I wouldn't think that often, I would think once a year.
Could we possibly create a QR code and just put it out there to business center, somebody if they wanna,
Sure.
I mean, that might be just let it kind of organically grow from that standpoint as
I
well.
really think we need to wait till after the comp plan stuff is over, because they're not gonna wanna do two surveys, although I already did a survey. That's my thoughts, but,
Your thoughts again? I'm sorry.
we're having to do,
Survey.
renew our comp plan
Yes,
every 5
yes.
years. And with that is an extensive survey that has already been sent out to everybody to do. I think we need to wait till that kind of dies down before we pop in our survey. That's my
Okay.
thoughts.
What's the date on that, when
That's ongoing now.
It's right
The
now.
comp-
Okay.
In fact, we're having, that get off topic, but the first meeting, the kickoff meeting is Tuesday, the 30th, I think it's 6 at the courthouse. But that has to be done by the 31st of October. That's a state requirement, so,
But the survey will kind of be.
the survey's out there now,
Yeah.
when I'm
so
talking
what
about
do
the
you think
comp,
would be a date that we could plan?
this probably by fall. This thing will be buttoned up by September because the council has to approve it. It has to be submitted and signed off by the state by October 31st, which means that on our end, the city and counties, it'll be done probably by late August or September. So certainly by Fall Fest,
Will there be more surveys coming, or do we know?
that's
it.
I would defer that.
So you wanna look at?
That's
I'd say by Fall Fest would be a perfect time
Okay.
to roll this one out because we will be through with the comp plan by then.
Do you agree on that? Any comments on it, Bruce?
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. Very
Okay.
good. Very good, thank you.
Good question.
Yeah, very good. Okay, draft survey, next item was the National Night Out, if you see out here, we have, Lynn, you were on that, because I guess you were involved in it last year, and your name came up as you maybe be a good chair or the representative for the committee.
You're
Get
gone.
out of
Yeah.
town.
You were gone, so we
You were
were
gone.
gone.
So,
Oh, okay.
oh,
You
thank
better
you.
hurry
Let me know what
up,
you want me to do, okay?
She's leaving town now.
Let me know what you want me to do so I can get it on my calendar because.
Do we have a date for that?
We do,
Yeah.
I can't remember, I believe it's
Go ahead.
August 26th, I think, it's right before, it's maybe the Friday of, Labor Day weekend.
So Lynn's gone by then.
Oh,
So
sure.
what-
I'm definitely gonna be gone by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, between my eye surgery and my knee surgery.
And moving.
Well, let me tell you what we
I don't think
have.
I'm gonna be available in August.
Well,
Let me tell you what we have so far. So far, we have, I'm trying to think, we've been working on banners, been working on flyers. We have the Boy Scouts coming that are going to, have hot dogs and cookies for donations.
Okay,
Bond has several, government officials lined up to come. I think someone from Highlands, someone, I can't remember, but he's getting, you know, more law-centered people coming. I think the mayor, well, I'm not sure if it's the mayor or the chief of police from Highlands. But the goal of it is, you know, make law enforcement friendly to everybody.
Yes.
Ask the questions, do the things, and, you know,
Okay, got it.
yeah.
And now, it's coming back. We used to have a lot of this stuff done at the chapel when it came to safety guidelines and educating the neighborhood watch and all of that stuff. So on it, okay, with the idea, we'll pass on to.
What date did you say?
so
it
what are the
was?
dates again, Nash?
Let me look.
Yeah.
Let's get busy here. Calendar is here, and I believe it is.
And you're gonna have the fire department, the volunteers, all of that, right?
Well, at this time, we were looking at, again, the chief presented it to us the last meeting, and we're brought up, who could we have someone be involved in the committee, and your name, because you were on it last year, your name was brought up.
Yeah, got it.
A liaison between our
Yeah.
committee.
The fire department's part of it.
Right, fire department, okay. Because that's a
Got it.
big part of it.
So do you have a suggestion who we have, because we'd like to have someone on our committee here that would go,
Whoever takes Lynn's place.
yeah. Then, you got a suggestion? Wait.
That'll teach them.
Yeah. The other part was coming up, what can we do? Can we provide banners, you know, in terms of how can we advertise it, how can we promote it? One suggestion, maybe making a banner, I don't know, so these are the kind of things that maybe the committee could do.
Okay,
Suggestions that the marketing, about how we can help promote.
I think you need a committee just to coordinate all of this, specific to this. And reach out for volunteers to serve on that know what has been successful in the past. For example, promote the neighborhood watch, our volunteers, all the fire and safety issues that are really important to residents that are up here. I mean, they have these little tubes, fill out emergency information, and besides leaving a key with your neighbor, you know, so they have access to your home, et cetera. A lot of the safety issues, along with the police and all of that.
Well, Lynn is gonna talk to Roy to see, who is going to be her replacement.
Gotcha.
So
Well, that,
maybe we can wait till next meeting to talk about
Yeah.
Okay,
this.
good. That's coming up, what was that
When
date
is the
again?
date?
August 30th.
August, okay,
Okay,
we had a little time then,
Yeah.
August,
And it's 3 to 6 p.m.
3 to 6, okay.
Honest time of day.
3 to-
It's right
there it
there.
is.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh, okay, August 30th, 3/6.
Okay, so anything in between time, we'll wait for Lynn for her replacement,
Yeah.
yes? And then the next meeting,
That sounds great.
yes, it really does, we're all for this, I mean, it's great.
I mean, Lynn, she said people from all over is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just locally here, I mean, they're
Yeah.
coming to all of this.
All right.
It's gonna be really big.
Okay, got it. We'll
Lynn's moved her day
get the
up.
word out.
She gonna call that real estate agent, hurry up. Get me out of here.
Well, thank you, Lynn, great, so.
No, I mean, I love all the residents up here.
Ah, we know, very good.
Very good, thank you. Next item, the Forward Raven Marketing Board Meeting report. Sharon, I know you got anything.
This time of year, a lot of things are being re-upped from the past and, you know, new designs, new ads are going in. Raven County still works with WSB TV, Fox 5, 11 Alive, Explore Georgia 2024 Travel Guide, Georgia Magazine, Smoky Mountain Living, Travel Guides, the Encore playbills they're gonna be in this year are The Lion King, Peter Pan, The Nutcracker, Tina Turner, and Les Mis. And also, Symphony playbill. No, I don't think so. So they're still doing a lot of promotions, a lot of ads, nice new artwork, it all looks good.
Your waterfall video that you sent out was spectacular. Did you do that?
Yes, that was trails. That
Like
was
the
trails.
trails and the
The
waterfalls?
waterfalls just happened to be on
I know.
trails.
The trails, it was wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, good.
I have a suggestion for you on that one. You need to get a copy of Moody's Big Bear Reflection on the Mountain.
No, I
Right
didn't see it.
there. Did you see that, Moody's? Put that up on your website. I just saw it a couple days ago. I really wants to know, I hear there's a bear that's reflection, you know, with the sunset.
It's in the, in Highlands or somewhere, isn't it?
You can see it from Howard and Howard Becker's house.
Well, that's the angel. They had
There's
an angel.
there's an angel and
And
there's
a bear, oh my goodness.
And a turtle, someone
Something.
posted a turtle.
And a turtle.
Well, you can find lots of shadows that represent a lot of different things. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Stay and play, we're ready.
Okay, stay and play, Brian. What do we have on that?
So, I mean, it's slowed down a little bit as far as inquiries. I've got a group that's coming out tomorrow, or I'm sorry, Friday, yeah, it's tomorrow. And Saturday, from Atlanta that I talked to in February, when we first started talking about this.
Yeah.
And there are about 24 guys, and they're all staying in Airbnbs that they booked on Airbnb. So, and they're all staying in Sky Valley.
Hallelujah.
So that's good, yeah.
Great.
The course is a little slow right now. We airified the greens the last 2 days, so for the next 10 days, it's gonna be, there's not much going on. This greens are in rough shape. But, yeah, I mean, any inquiries that I'm getting, forward into Airbnb or VRBO or
Great.
up here, so.
And we have how many certified short-term rentals now, Jason?
How many licensed or how many we're showing?
Licensed.
We're probably up to about 80 licensed.
And then we've got,
But in fact, we've got to have a meeting, of course, it's part of the course, that the weather's getting better, but we've noticed a significant jump in unlicensed, so we're chasing them down, so there's well over 100 now.
okay,
I'm sorry, overall.
There's well over 100 that are being, through Granicus, which is the regulatory company we use.
Yeah.
In fact, it's like, I think it's closer to 120. So there's about 40 we're fixing to go after.
Oh, what are they resistant? What is,
I don't know so much more as resistant. I think
Or-
there's still people that just are not aware.
not aware?
Properties get bought and sold.
might have a few that are.
And then there's a few,
Yeah, just not aware.
and then there's a few that, oh, I didn't realize that ad was still up. And I said, well, that's what we track you with. So
Okay.
take the ad down. But anyway,
Yeah, Granicus, what, they scrub the internet every day.
Yeah,
to
they
look for it.
basically are looking, that's what they do, they look for postings, and so, yeah.
Is there anywhere you can look to get a listing of all of those properties?
Not without going to the websites of Verbo and Airbnb.
Look them up one at a time?
Well, you punch in the dates you wanna come, and then
And
it'll,
Sky Valley.
and you put Sky Valley,
And it'll
and it
come up.
will show you everything that's available for those times.
Okay, so you have to have the dates.
Well, I mean, you can search just Sky Valley, but then you don't know what's available, you can see what's available, I guess, rentals in Sky Valley. But
Okay,
if you're not looking for a specific time, that
We're
would be.
still working on your request too.
Okay.
Right.
I want to say though, that we had a tremendous turnaround when we sent out like 23 letters or citations that you're gonna get ticketed.
Yeah.
And I think we're down to 2 maybe of those that have either been removed or have gotten online, paid the fee and paid for the permit.
Yeah, we may have to do that again.
I'm sure we will.
We will do that again. Okay.
Because we've reached out, I think, thoroughly.
Great. So is there a point where Brian could be, getting that list where,
The thing
That's what we
is,
really
the
want.
problem with that is we have a contract with Granicus.
yeah,
And it's almost like the police writing tickets and then giving away the insurance information. People, that tool is regulatory. I don't know, and we pay a lot of money for that, and to turn around and tell somebody you're gonna get a ticket, oh, but here's an Airbnb. If we give that information, and then they don't have a license, we're kind of supporting a non-compliant thing. There might be some things we can work through, we might just wanna have that conversation off meeting, but, there are some things we need to.
I just think as Doug is talking about, housing is really, really important. And once we get it so it's easy and so that these golf groups can come in.
I mean, but you know, what Granicus is doing is what anybody can do, is just get on Verbo and get on Airbnb.
Yeah, we wanna make it easy. We don't wanna make it, that's the whole idea where, you know, they pack to come in, it's not complicated, it's something.
Can
Doug,
you,
maybe you can comment.
when you go on Airbnb, you can say Sky Valley sleeps 12, and it'll do it at that point? Or
Yeah,
Sky-
it divvies it up based on how many people you want to sleep in. the
Okay,
house.
so you
Yeah.
can get that information like that.
And if you, even if you had a list, you would still have to call individually to see if it's available.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got it.
at least Airbnb will filter it out for the number of people. The tough thing is like what this guy told me, you know, they have 24 guys. There's not really anything that's available that sleeps all of them. So
Right.
he's having to individually book a house that sleeps 6, a house that sleeps 8, a house that sleeps 4. But if you don't know the area, you can have a house here, a house here, a house here, and you're all over.
20 miles away.
Yeah, so that's the toughest thing is, you know, what they see online, they just don't have the information. I mean, this group's been coming up for a number of years, and this is the first year they've done an Airbnb, they normally see it at the hotel at the bottom of the hill. So,
Well, but Granicus is not gonna tell you any more than what it's gonna
Right.
tell us. The only thing Granicus just does is, they're looking, they're doing what anybody else does, they're in real time, every day, looking for new postings. We can click on there to see if it sleeps 6 or 8, but from their standpoint, is whether it sleeps 2 or sleeps 22, they're looking to see if they're compliant. That's what I'm trying to say as far as, I don't know if that's gonna give you any more information than what you can get yourself, based on what we pay them to do.
Do they put it on a map, so you know where the house is on the map?
there's a map on there.
All right, so you'll know whether you're,
Good.
close to each other or not,
Mhm.
yeah.
The only real advantage that Granicus provides us is a lot of times if you've got that vagueness on Airbnb where it doesn't give you the address, they have the ability to give us the addresses so we can go after them from a compliance standpoint, not a marketing or whatever. That's what I'm trying to get into, is that we're using that information for enforcement. So, yeah.
Brian, anything else you'd add to it as we?
No, I mean, we're just gonna, you know, do the best of what we got, so.
Great.
It's tough because there's not a lot of houses up here that sleep 12 or more.
Right.
So even if the group has, you know, 8 to 15 people, you're still gonna have to find multiple
Right,
places.
right.
It's just from what this guy said and the other guys, like, well, we don't know how far each one is. You can look at a map if you've never been here, and then trying to figure out like rental cars and stuff like that,
Right.
so.
I'm,
These guys,
I'm looking at the website right now, the Verbo, and it gives you a little bit of an idea on the locations, but it doesn't do anything with specific street addresses.
Not until you book it, yeah.
Okay, very
I was
good.
gonna pull it up real quick, Gordon, if you want.
Harry, you gonna rent your house?
No,
You never
Oh.
there, might as well.
I'll rent it to Holly for a couple of $1,000 a night.
Yeah. I just walk across the yard and go to it, I know it.
One, they're at Sky Valley, vacation rental.
Very good. Any other comments?
Now, where's that?
Okay, okay.
So it gives you, I put in who sleeps, 6. So then it shows me these places, and there's the location map, so.
Oh, so there is a location map.
Well, yeah, it just won't give you the address, but it'll show you
But I
like,
mean, it give you the general area.
yeah, see how it turned black on that one?
Yeah,
So it shows me
Oh,
kind of
cool.
where they are.
Okay.
Fantastic mountain.
fantastic map.
Yeah.
That's right. Cool. Well, I had never
Yeah,
looked at that.
Canada.
Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
I had never looked at it.
All right.
Okay.
Very good, thank you. Okay, next item, just a quick update. The GSGA Women's Club Championship, Brian, anything you can just update?
Not really any updates, it's still, you know, booked, it's at the very end of October, so it's kind of at the end of the year. We won't, excuse me, we won't start getting like a player count until probably mid-September. And the same thing with the next one, the PGA senior event. They're expecting up to 80 players, but, you know, they don't even start putting these things out until a couple months before, so
When is that senior?
Yes,
it's the 15th and 16th, Monday, Tuesday of July.
Oh, okay, the next one, I got you.
Yeah. So like the GSGA and the PGA, the way they kind of structure the tournaments, they'll have this tournament list out, but they won't let you register for certain events until it's a certain time, so they kind of fill them as they go. You know, I've been in touch with the guy in the office of the PGA, and, you know, our worry is carts and, you know, having enough carts for 80 to 100 players, but he doesn't think that we'll get 80 because we're pretty far up here. But it is a big event for him, so maybe we will.
GS, is that senior or? I'm figuring
Georgia
it-
State Golf Association.
Georgia State, okay, thank you.
that's the date, 15th and 16th.
The 15th and 16th is the PGA one, the GSGA is October 28th and 29th.
Yes, right. One of the comments you had under the GSGA, goodie bag, no ball sponsors, anything happen on that? You were talking about the riding balls or?
I get Rich on
I
to,
don't know, was it question, should we provide balls? Maybe?
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, if Doug wants to provide them, I just need to get a player count, so it'll be probably a month before the event.
yeah, that's what Bridgestone wants me to do, that's why they're involved with what we're doing, so that's no problem. We just did an event down in Callaway a couple weeks ago, and I just tell them how many people they send it directly to, like you, Ryan, or Mark, and you know, do whatever. Usually it's 2 packs, or if we need to do more, I can tell them, hey, we'll give them away a few dozen, a few hats, or whatever like that, we'll do that.
You have to ask them as to how many they would need to supply.
It's hard to say because this is the first year in a few years we do
How
this.
far in advance do you need to know that number?
For shipping, the nice thing is everything's in Covington, it's not, it's through Mike, we gotta ship it from China.
Okay,
Or Japan or whatever, excuse me, they'd split me throat if I said something about China,
we have,
consider Japan.
we have big problems with our Georgia mail service up here.
I understand, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's, no, if we can get a couple of weeks, you know, 3 weeks, then we're.
Yeah, I'll definitely have a rough player count.
Yeah.
And we'll certainly.
Yeah.
Work on that, and he'll just send, you say, hey, I need 50, he'll send you 100.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice to know.
They like me down there in Covington.
Good.
And we'll be providing, of course, some kind of goodie bags in there, we have to work that into this committee.
From Sky Valley.
Yeah, for Sky Valley.
Promote Sky Valley, because that's the idea of getting these people
Yes.
up here, so they can see Sky Valley, so they go home and say, hey, you ever been up there to Sky Valley? No, you should go look up there.
Gordon, are you thinking that's coming out of the marketing budget or?
Yes,
Okay.
I would say yes, that's marketing budget, you know, the goodie bags we provide, maybe you can say what we've done in the past for goodie bags.
Yeah, we've had, Sky Valley pins, magnets, hand sanitizer, Kleenex packs, just things that are lightweight, small,
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
could carry. And now I've got some bags like this big, so that would be fill.
Would we put the golf balls in there or you can, is that in some,
I'm gonna cover it
whatever?
up. Yeah, good.
Yes,
Yeah, that'd be
Make it
good.
easier.
We'll have it all together.
Mark it.
along with marketing information, real estate information, maps of the area,
Great.
all that.
Great.
Now, we need someone to put that all together, in terms of, can you do that, or?
I'm sure Ken will need to order some things, obviously.
Yeah.
But
You
also,
got your leg.
have,
Bring that stuff out here to you.
I think for both of those,
Hey.
any of the tournaments, we'll do that, maybe meet out there, some of the things we've done in the past, get out there, maybe hand them out or meet them, you know,
Yeah.
suggestions on that, how they
Yeah.
got set up.
Yeah, we can do
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah, any group like that, if we could get 10 minutes at their, one of their dinners or whatever, just to, hey, this is who we are and what we're doing, thank you for coming, and please tell your neighbors
Yeah.
and friends, and
Yeah,
that's the idea of getting these people
Yes,
from
that'd be good.
up there.
good at that, Lynn, so, you know, working with.
Tell golf jokes, whatever.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know last year we went out there, we met during, when they handed out the goodie bags as they were queued up, you know, to go out. Sure, that was nice.
Yeah.
That each one of them.
Well, we have a table with some council members or whoever,
Yeah, we can do
marketing
that.
people,
Yeah, right.
and hand them out. That'd be
Yeah, it
great.
happened. Yes, we did. That was good. And they like that. Introduce yourself, and they like that, yeah. And, I think that would be a plan.
A little flask. We're gonna give out flasks from Scott.
Yeah. Okay.
We still have some left to sell.
Something about that.
We have one of the contacts from the club, so you need that in terms of the goodie bags.
Yeah.
I'll certainly work with it, but.
Yeah.
Trying to get someone that will be, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys can kind of figure out what you want in the goodie bags, and throw the balls in there, and then the
Yes.
club will probably donate some stuff, like divot tools or something like that.
Yes.
And then just bring them to me in a box, and then I'll have the guys set them on their golf carts when they get ready to go, and they'll be right there. That's what we did last year for that.
Yes.
That small one, but it was only like 12 players. It was more
Right.
like a,
Well, last year we had a group and went out and then we met, we went out and
Yeah.
handed it each of the, you know, the group players. It seemed to
yeah, we
work
gave them
out.
all coffee mugs last year too.
Okay.
So.
So will you put the bags together and then y'all add your things to it, or how?
However you wanna do it. You can literally just throw them all in a box and bring them all down, and we'll set them up.
And
We just,
put it
I don't
together.
know how many players, it could be 40 players, it could be 15 players.
Yeah. But
It's
we
just
put-
hard to tell right now.
We put together the, you know, the bags. It was-
Yeah, I remember that. I just wanted to make sure I was on the
We just had
same
to
page.
get up to them.
From.
Very good. Any other questions then? Excellent, thank you. Okay, website update, I can go with Jason and Sharon, whatever.
I'll just say Sherry continues to do a great job. If you notice, the quality diminished there a couple of weeks ago. Sherry was on vacation. And I was posting stuff and she said, please just call me. Let me post stuff. I said, well, I was trying not to bother you on vacation, but, she continues to do a phenomenal job, with the websites, with the social media. The only thing, I don't really have anything, we do have a Twitter X that I manage, but we've got like 55 people in it. But that's Roads and Waters, but now I'm gonna hush, whatever you want to share.
We've updated, when you send us magazine articles, we put those on the visit site, and always, you know, new videos, pictures, local excursions, things that are promoted through, other places that are nearby to us. I was trying to make sure it's within, you know, I don't know, 45 minutes near us, that we can promote things, that festivals that'll be going on in the area. Bring more people here, stay here and go play, come back here.
Any other comments on it? Great, thank you.
No.
Wonderful job.
Sharon can never quit.
Yeah, very good. Okay, then we go on to, the visitor center, maybe update us.
Well, I mean, we continue to get a lot of traffic. Every day we notice more and more people. Am I in the right direction to Mud Creek? Am I heading the right direction to Highlands? Where's your bathroom? Those kind of things. We continue to turn over inventory of items. Sharon's constantly ordering things, trying to find shirts, hats, things like that. One thing, we touched on this in the past, but, I continue to see on Saturdays and Sundays, I get the camera notifications. A lot of people, we have to figure out the logistics.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have, if volunteers wanted to come up on a Saturday or Sunday for a few hours just to keep the doors open. We're looking at setting a door over here to kind of secure City Hall, but, I'm sure most people that are coming up, and sometimes I might get 15, 20 notifications a day, particularly a pretty Saturday
We
or
used to
Sunday.
do that, we've had volunteers for Saturday.
Most people, I'm sure they're going to know where to use the bathroom or whatever, but, that is, I'm not gonna say, I don't wanna use the word lost opportunity, but we just,
How do we start that? I think we
Well-
talked last year, how do we kick this in?
probably just, if we had some volunteers that wanna come up, we would obviously need to work out the details to allow, to properly secure the building. Like I said, we're gonna We are looking to set a door to secure the city hall side. We would just, there's really, on this side, it would be fine, but again, it's
But if
just,
they wanted to buy swag or something like that.
well, I mean, they would either have to just pay cash or check, but they wouldn't have access to.
What they do is they call for volunteers, this was years ago, years ago, and then they had like a little training to let
Okay.
volunteers know what they have to do and how to secure the building, and if somebody wants to buy something, give them a map, you still keeping a log of emails of visitors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, sure, we could.
I think it's great.
I just want to point that out. I do know that on Saturdays and Sundays, that there's a tremendous amount of people that are stopping by.
Maybe we can go through the POA and ask for volunteers. What do you think, Bruce?
You can ask. you know,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Kinda like fishing.
There were like 5 or 6 women or something
Yeah, I think
that volunteered years ago.
And maybe, from a safety standpoint, the police they've got usually, I think they've got extra patrol now on weekends, so.
Yeah.
And that would should be fine as well.
Well, I used my umbrella this past weekend.
Oh, good.
In my back of my car, yeah.
So we're looking at time ways where we would need this would be in the fall.
Or now, I mean, really now, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
summertime? Yeah.
I mean, it's, like I said, I mean, it's just gonna get busier and busier.
I think it's a great idea. I think having somebody at least here on Saturday,
Yeah.
I think y'all need to work toward that to some hours.
Yeah.
Figure out.
It really would be volunteer from a staff standpoint, we're Monday through Friday.
Right,
but,
right.
If we had some volunteers that would wanna help, we can certainly work out the details of making that happen.
And the training.
The training. So we're gonna, I guess we'll go off from your website or the city's website, or what, how will we do this?
When's the first POA meeting, in May?
It's gonna be in June.
Sure.
I'm sure we could, not to,
We could, we can always send Grace
Send Grace a blip to send out to all the POA members.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanna do the garden club too. I mean, maybe somebody in the garden club would want to.
it would be good if we had a consistent, maybe 6 or 8 on you. You probably don't want 30 people having keys to the.
No,
building.
no, no.
But if we had a good.
Well, couldn't the police just meet in here?
Yeah, I mean, we.
Did the police have keys?
Or the person
First
can
POA
pick up
is
a key on
June
Friday.
19th.
June 19th, okay.
The welcome back party is June 23rd.
We can work that out away from the.
Yeah. Yeah, we can work it out. We'll work it out.
Okay, thank you, great, that's very good, love it. Alrighty, we got the next item, the, community appreciation event, Jason, and,
I'll,
you're talking about.
Lauren, I'll defer that. This is
Yeah.
Sharon's baby.
Yeah.
I'll just say that, she's done a phenomenal job of getting local vendors to provide very impressive door prizes. So are you gonna do it? You gotta be present to win that day, I think.
Mhm.
It would behoove, if I'm using that word correctly, folks to be here because there are some really nice door prizes, but, I'll just hush and let her, at her.
When did you say the welcome back was the 22nd? Is that what you said?
Welcome back is.
It's on the
23rd.
calendar.
Oh, I have it on the 22nd. I'm wrong. So it's a Sunday? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Sharon has put the word out about the Community Appreciation Day.
Okay.
I mentioned at the, club, board meeting to them, that the Community Appreciation Day would be something that we might wanna make available information pertaining to everything that's going on up here in Sky Valley. That would include POA, the city, and the country club. And because people don't come into in here to do their water bills, they're not all getting information, resident information. So this is a community event, and so I think it would be advantageous to have the binders or the folders available for those that want information pertaining to Sky Valley, that includes the garden club
They want
and
to.
the POA and the country club and, resident information 101, information, city information, safety information, their information. There's a lot of information in that binder. If they want it, you know, I'm willing to sit here and, you know, and be available to give it to them if that's what the group would like to
How
have
many of
done.
those do you have available?
How many do I have available? I'll put more together, as many as you want me to get.
I would just
You know,
think that might be.
We'll put more. Now, the country club does have that information available. You have that information that's already available. And I will, and reach out to Grace if she wanted to be here to meet them or, you know.
Sign them up for POA, whatever.
Whatever, all that information is in that binder. How to establish, how to look on the website to find information. Make sure that you're on, you know.
Is that form they fill out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
give a neighbor a key with the information to?
Well, we can have the, you know, that
That
information.
new thing that the POA put into effect?
So I can get with Sharon
Yep.
and make sure you review what information is in that. If you want to update it, this is a great time to do that and move forward.
Let's do
And
it.
then I'll make sure I get with Ryan and them because they've updated and had some changes within the club.
Right.
And, so it's not a matter of me selling a specific organization, it's a
Sure.
matter of,
No,
here's the
it's
information, get involved. And if you don't have it, if you're sketching on something, go see Ryan at the club and he's gonna explain, you know, the membership
Sure.
guidelines and POA, the meetings are this, and, you know, all that information would be available, so,
And it's a binder we give to them?
yeah.
Okay, great. That'd be great.
Very good.
If you're still in town.
I'm gonna make sure I'm there, I'm gonna be here for this.
Okay,
Yeah, so
Okay.
I mean, if I know
That'd be great,
then I'm
then.
gonna do it.
great.
Very good, thank you. Alrighty, Sky Valley Independence Day celebration, maybe tell us a little bit about it, July 5th.
We've had one meeting already, special project. Getting the volunteers together, getting the ideas together, all of the, boring important stuff has been getting the porta potties, hand washing stations, fireworks, that's all.
Ducks.
Ordering the ducks, getting volunteers, if I haven't said that already. One of the things I'll just quickly say that's been discussed is, and we found this over the past 3 years, at least since I've been here, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. That lull time between about 12 noon till about 6:37, when people start trying to camp out that spot to see the fireworks, what can people do? Because after we do the parade, we do the hot dogs, everybody just kind of scatters. And then you worry about those visitors not coming back. So what can we do to kind of just keep people in the city to want to stay for the fireworks? And so that's what we're looking at. And so, I know the fire chief is looking to build some cornhole boards. The third pickleball court is now, open and online. I know in the past, we've locked those pickleball courts, because we had activities there, but now that we have the extra capacity with the courts, there may be some discussion about maybe having a pickleball tournament, I don't know, so those are discussions.
You want to tell them what Bruce wants? We're not gonna do that.
No, I checked into that, there's a lot
He
of.
wanted a dunking booth.
Oh,
yes. Oh, I thought we were all for that. No.
I'll fund that.
No, that was
Doesn't matter, go ahead and get it, I'll pay for it.
I mean,
what happened on that? I like
It costs too much.
well, it's not so much the cost, it's just.
Yeah, go
But
with
it
it,
is like,
go.
I watched the video, and like, when it comes unassembled, it's like putting together a mousetrap, I mean, it's just,
Not bad.
there's a lot of, and then there's sanitizing the state, there's a lot of, moving parts to it, so.
We just get a water hose.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but it is coming together, it's gonna be July 5th.
Yeah.
which is the Friday after the 4th. And so, Monroe and Pyro, who we've used the last 3 years, they do a great job. I know Ryan and I met trying to find a spot. I think that they know that they've got to coordinate that, but other than that,
It's gonna be good.
it's a busy time for the staff.
Yes.
But it's a fun time, and I know everybody enjoys it. And like to the duck race, did Lisa, I know did she volunteer? Okay,
Yep,
so
you volunteer.
we
Holly
got-
volunteered to paint us.
Yeah. So we, anyway, they're not beat it to death, but yeah, it's coming together.
Well, one thing I wanted to bring up with it, it did come up, and I wanted to get the marketing committee involved with, food. There's an issue where, food, and, maybe you can describe a little bit, maybe I can. Essentially, the idea that we had food trucks, because there is an issue between the people that want to stay around and watch fireworks, and where do they eat? And, so one of the question was, we provide food trucks, and the food trucks could be there, but then a comment came up from Sid Weber.
I think it's fine now.
Ken Walton,
I think it's.
and just
I think
wanted to
it's
talk
resolved.
about it. And
It's
Ken
resolved.
Walton, we bounce it off him because he had food trucks and he had an issue, but he thought he should cut it off at 3 o'clock. Because it would interfere with the Sid Weber sales, and they want to increase their sales to 450. And of course, Jason had said, well, usually they have already sold, pre-sold there, and so there shouldn't be any competition in it. But Ken is a little concerned that there might be, if we advertise or they knew about food trucks, maybe the locals would not buy the Sid Weber and go from there and hold on for the food truck. So then the comment came in, so we have to make a decision. Ken would like to see it cut off at 3 o'clock, although at 3 o'clock, there might be people hanging around that want to stay around, who want to eat somewhere. So I want to open discussion, or you
Well,
would,
I think we've resolved it,
okay, tell us, okay,
that we're not gonna be in competition barbecue wise, that's for sure. And
No.
that I wrote a letter to some of the board members saying that
ah,
every year we get the comments. We didn't know about Sid Weber, it's already closed because they do pre-sales.
yes,
What else can we eat? So we have 2 food trucks coming, a specialty sausage food truck and a hamburger food truck. That's it. So
Yeah.
it's
And
not
the
like,
snow cones.
of course, the snow cone thing.
yeah,
Also, we are thinking of purchasing Sid Weber tickets for our employees who have to work that day on their day
Yeah,
off, so
that's
that will help their
that's a
sales.
good idea.
Yes, and so I think we're fine.
So
I think
is
we're
Ken
fine.
Walton on page in that, because, I talked to.
You know, it's really just a coincidence, you're talking about 2 different events, I mean, I understand they overlap, but to answer your question, and I know this means being recorded, but again, like the mayor said, not everybody is aware of Sid Weber.
Yeah.
But we have to also, and my daddy died of cancer, I understand this is a very.
It's
near-
important, yeah.
But not everyone likes barbecue either.
Yeah.
And we're not in competition, but as far as the cutoff, you know, we're trying to support small business. If they got folks lined up and they're selling, you gotta tell them, oh, you gotta shut down at 3 o'clock, I don't think that's fair to, you know, enterprise, you know, so.
And Sid Weber has always, since I've been here, pre-sold all their tickets.
Well, as he
before the
said-
event.
Ken did indicate they were gonna increase the number to 450.
Yeah,
And
which
so-
is where the city's gonna come in and help purchase some of those tickets for our employees. So let's give it a whirl this year and see how it
Okay, so the
goes. Well, we're
response-
not the city is not competition, we get no money from the food trucks.
No,
This is just a service for our visitors.
Are we looking at the marketing committee buying those or the city
Yeah,
buying?
Well, the city, usually we have 8 to 10 between, now I'm not sure in the past if the Sid Weber has given the police the plates,
I
but
don't know.
there'll probably be 5 or 6 police officers, there'll probably, myself, yourself, we'll probably have 4 or 5 public works workers. That we will probably be buying 15, 20 plates, so, you know, if they're still available for sale, I mean, and you know, we sell them here too, we,
Sure.
the people come in and we turn that money over to them, so, again, I
We
hope,
can look at it again.
I hope this is a non-issue, I really do, Gordon, I really.
So you don't say, okay, this Ken was asking for this, I'll respond, because I reached out to Ken from your comment. Well,
Right.
and his was comment, so the response will be, I'll give him a written response, or maybe somebody has, so.
I already have.
You've already, so I don't, there's nothing I need to.
Check.
follow.
Is he satisfied?
Next,
Yes, okay.
I haven't heard from him, but some other board members will file.
Mayor has checked it off,
There.
we're good to go.
All right,
Stop right there.
are we okay on that? Okay.
The dollar, the dinero, whatever, the zero, the whatever, stop right
Thank you. Okay, next item will be the Sky
And
Valley.
Gordon, to get back to, it, you know, as we get closer, the pre-sales go, we can kind of take a look at it, we can talk about it again.
Okay,
Okay?
yes,
My husband and I worked for Sid Weber for years and years, it's, you know, we don't want to damage them. in
well, if
any
there's
way.
any way that we can help.
Yeah.
The reason I was getting into it, if we need to, Sharon asked, and possibly the marketing committee step up if there is an issue where they don't sell as many, whatever, and we have some money there, yes, I think somehow we could step up, we need to, so it's open.
We
to
can figure it out, and
Yeah,
we can
we can figure it
make this right,
Yeah.
everybody can come out of
Okay,
winners.
so,
the way I-
yeah, that's what we want it to be, yeah, great, very good, thank you. Okay, just an update on the fall festival, you can say dates, that'll be coming up quickly.
Third Saturday in October,
19th.
and,
October 19th, put it on your calendar. I know that might, is there any comments on that?
there.
We want
Let's
to,
get a couple more.
no, it's just like the Independence Day, it just gets bigger and bigger.
yes, right.
And,
I like this.
again, it's, we look forward to that, it's a beautiful time of year.
It's great marketing.
And,
I love the planning, plan, and Bruce has done a great job, I mean, in terms of Independence Day, yeah, we want to do the same
Oh,
thing, great.
and that parade is just, and the duck race are
you know,
wonderful.
our visitors are our future residents.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that show up and.
Yeah.
You know, these events are for that too, I mean, obviously,
Right. No, I-
for our existing residents, but also our future residents too.
So planning, great, thank you. All righty, marketing budget, really nothing to say, we're updated on it, everything is on plan. Jason sent us in, and expenses, why we don't have so many expenses, so we're on plan.
And you're probably close to 40% of the budget year, but you're probably 80% as far as your existing revenue, so yeah, you got some, as you get into the summer months and into the fall, you do have some money that.
We're gonna have more expenses, but
Yeah,
it looks like
yeah,
right
right
now,
now.
there's nothing to come off or, at this point. Okay, new idea, marketing programs, anything else, you know, we want this moving target, anything else you wanna add to it at this point, other things you want to be doing?
Well, we've got, which I spoke to you about
Yeah.
let's see,
Yes,
the, Mountain Traveler. I thought I had to add. Let me pull it up. This will be the ad if you all approve of that. And this is a half-page ad in, Mountain Traveler magazine about, you know, the newspaper.
yes.
That deadline's coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to submit
How often
this
does that, do we do this one?
yearly,
Yearly,
yearly.
okay. And does that come out once a year?
Twice, that's twice a year.
Oh, yeah, because one's in spring and one's in
Oh,
fall.
okay,
I
all
apologize.
right.
That's half-page ad, Yeah,
Half
right.
page ad, and that's already been approved. I just want to make sure y'all saw this.
yeah.
And then we have another company that we used to be with, Northeast Georgia Mountain Travel Association. And they, I mean, it's up to y'all, they just reached out and said, this was the ad we used to have and we skipped last year. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see. Glare, he sent it to me, but, I haven't made a new one because I don't know the cost of this one. He did say, you know, it's in a pamphlet, so when it folds out, we were a whole flap of our own. I'm waiting, I was checking my email just then to see if he said the price, but I don't know if that's something we wanna do.
Well, let's send it to me, we'll look at, is there a mission time?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
He was very sketchy, called and
What's the
then,
name of the company?
Northeast Georgia Mountain Travel
Is
Association.
his last name Honey?
No, Honey wants us to know if we wanna go back in the green one. Remember the green one with the travel map?
Is it every 2 years? Is that
No, it's every year.
every year?
And last year we did it, with the map and, the cost, I cannot recall.
I know the green one, I thought that's published every other year.
No, we weren't in it the year before, we were this past year.
Okay.
Well, really, for 2024, we are, because we built the ad and paid for that. But then he's asking for 25 right now.
Okay, send it to me and I'll look at it, you mind, and I'll send it to the committee.
Can you go back to that half page ad, the first one you brought up, real pretty blue?
I don't know. What do you want to
Yeah,
say,
you
Mike?
can, I'm trying to read. All right, so we got everything in there, except what we're trying to promote, unless I'm missing something, we don't have anything about real estate anywhere.
Mm-mm.
So
What would I
we're
put?
promoting this.
Well, come
Our
for
biggest-
visit, stay for lunch.
The reason we're doing all this is to get people up here, certainly play golf, well, they can't play croquet, they can't play tennis. They can walk, but we don't have anything in any.
Like the trails and stuff.
No, I'm talking about no real estate.
Real estate.
How do we, here's something that says something about real estate, because as far as I know, that's what we're trying to do, is promote people coming up to Sky Valley to live, pay taxes, buy lots,
With a general term, growing community, I mean,
yeah,
contact home sites, I mean, I don't.
something, yeah, that's where I was kind of
Yeah,
going, Jason.
That's a good idea.
It looks great, but what's the common goal? There's none.
Well, this, actually, in my opinion, I mean, and I'm happy to add whatever we want to add, but this would be it's more of a travel magazine. It's like, destinations, where could I go in this area? But, and this is basically a resort, thing, but I mean, I'm happy to add it if
No,
you
don't
think
get
it's
me
a
wrong.
nice way
It
to.
looks
It
great.
has the live, but I don't.
Yeah, no, that's one reason it caught my thing, I'm like, wait a minute, live, but we don't tell anything about how you get involved, and now you can't have your own section. So I understand what Sharon's saying, so there's gotta be something in here that come live, work, play, well, okay? Work, what we doing? But play, I understand, live, well, okay, how do I live, what do I do? Maybe they just figure it out on their own, I don't know, I mean.
Community centered, I don't know.
Development.
Come live in the, for more information on real estate, go to the website,
What website would they go to?
whatever.
See, I mean, what do we promote? I'm happy to do it. It just,
Opportunities for home ownership, come be part of the valley.
Something, people are smart enough to
Something.
figure it out on their own, and
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
we do have,
Right.
we're going to SkyValleyGeorgia.com, we're going to Sky Valley Country Club, what
The
we're
other
going.
ad you showed, we do that.
Is there a-
Pop up the other ad?
On the
We've
visit,
done the other ones.
oh,
Let's look, can you look that up, show what we've done there, you might wanna look at that.
I'm just thinking going forward, that we don't have to redo anything, I'm just.
on the
Yeah,
visit,
three
Scott,
ads, we do it, the spring, remember we did the,
Come live, come
spring,
live.
summer ad.
We used to have a thing that was
it says come and,
base or something.
come for a visit, stay for a
can
lifetime.
you pull up the Visit Sky Valley website,
Hang on one
I
second.
want
Got that one,
I know-
one
I
ad
know
you got,
time
maybe
is-
it's duplicated.
taking on, I don't want to take up more time, but I want, while we're,
Hey. While you're doing that, can I make a comment?
No, only people who are present can make comments. Put it in triplicate form and send it out email.
Look at,
Yes, Harry.
here's an ad we have, look at this. Go ahead, Harry.
Go ahead, Harry.
I found out just the other day that we have a new resident in Sky Valley. Has anyone met Richard or Kathy Adams?
No.
Well, Kathy Adams is one of the more successful Harry Norman real estate agents in the Atlanta area. and they sold 2 properties in Highlands to relocate to Sky Valley. And I don't know if they just signed a contract on a house or just closed on a house, but she may be a resource as far as real estate marketing ideas. But just for your information, that's a name to be on the lookout for.
Is she still working as a real estate agent?
I believe so.
I think it's not a good idea. Okay,
That ad looked pretty good. wherever
This
it's
ad
thank you,
at.
is,
Harry.
go back, this ad is the vacation guide ad that we had 3, there was the spring, summer, the summer edition and the fall
Exceptional
edition.
quality of life.
This is,
Check out real estate, yeah.
so what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
referring to this, maybe we take some of that information and put it on this ad, right?
Yeah.
For the Clayton.
It does, and I love to come for a visit, stay for a lifetime.
Yeah.
It was on there.
Yeah.
Was that on there too?
You like this? Yes.
Or just, exceptional quality
but
of
it's-
life, check
all
out
it is,
real estate.
It's got your message
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Got everything else, it's got that, so it's not like you have to do a lot.
yeah, yes.
It's got,
Yeah, there it is.
Automatically, boom.
Maybe put it on the side of the circle.
Yeah, this, yeah, so we take the mountain travel and the Clayton Tribune and add some of this information, yes, right?
or a picture of a home, maybe, somewhere, instead of,
About a picture of home under construction.
there's a good
Ah,
one.
that's a good
Are
idea.
y'all crazy? This is a tourist magazine. I don't think they were to see a
But-
construction site.
But a lot of our
I ain't gonna
tourists,
argue with Clay.
I mean, a lot of our tourists has become, that's how they find out about it.
Sure, and I think putting some real estate information would be good, but I don't think that we need necessarily.
I don't want to see no picture. But yeah, something about real estate, that's the only reason I was just skimming it and said, wait a minute, our message is real estate. So this is all the things that leads to coming here,
Yeah,
so
Yeah, I'll,
and that's why we're doing that survey to find out
that's
what
exactly
people
why,
are
that's
doing.
exactly
Yeah.
right there, Mayor.
There's like 6 houses in construction. right now.
Yeah.
Well, she don't want no picture in it, so I ain't gonna argue with her. I'm letting the boss over there know, she knows what she's doing, so I'm not saying a word, I'm just offering my advice.
Okay.
Or 2
We'll add that.
cents, which ain't much.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you
great.
want me to send you the green, the honey ad? And you want me to send you, the one about the,
Yes, yeah,
This
no,
guy.
just, yes, great, very good, and thank you, Doug, for those comments, great, excellent. Okay, we're looking at. Do I, any other ideas, other business, any other business yet?
Oh, give this to.
Yeah, no, I just keep looking at it.
Yeah, okay.
I mentioned this to Sharon, we're gonna have a Memorial Day service at the chapel. And we won't have a message that day, it's gonna be, it's evolving
Yeah,
part of this.
does he have purple on?
The cook,
Good.
Yeah.
But, we wanted to try to promote this for veterans, for everybody. But we want it to be special because it's, it is Memorial Day.
absolutely.
And
Sure.
so, I just want it to come together as much as it can. And,
We usually have a lot of people in the valley then too. Yeah,
You
that'd
get,
be great.
get you a big screen TV and then you start playing all this old war movies. That's the other two times a year, I stop on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, I'm like, okay, I ain't doing nothing, I'm gonna go to GCM, and I'm gonna watch all these, because it's great, that people should remember, what we're here for.
absolutely.
Well, there's a lot of residents, just from a personal perspective, there's a lot of residents that we lost during this whole COVID thing that were long-term residents and that have recently passed away, that are from the chapel, and some of the widows have relocated. But I think we can also recognize them. Maureen Platt was a big part of this community, and she passed in, her memorial service. We didn't have a lot of memorial services during that time period. John and Sharon Hobbies, really big in this community. I mean, they donated money for keys on the piano. So there's a lot of good memories here, just pictures of them, you know, maybe have a loop showing Sharon and John and people that are in the community that have left, that you know, that they come back or they don't come back, but, yeah. And I think the veterans thing is a very great thing to recognize. But some of those things I think do need to be memorialized. And we keep on adding them to our wall at the chapel and, you know, Ed Morley, you know, some of those individuals are very important to a lot of these residents here. So, I'm just saying.
But I agree with you that that's a great idea, but I don't know that it would be at a Memorial Day service.
No, it's not, but I mean,
Yeah.
a look of information showing that, you know, in a quiet moment is something that could
It's very
be done,
respectful,
you
yeah.
know.
Any other comments, other business?
Bruce, you're gonna get me details about that, right?
Great.
You know, last year, I think I saw it, the Home Depot, they had this big wooden thing on a huge sheet of plywood that they cut off, and it was where they were, the silhouette of them planting the flag on, Iwo Jima. And it was just painted black, and I mean, it was just, I thought it was cool. No, I do not want to do it.
Well, you're planting a tree tomorrow, or today.
I'm planting a tree tomorrow, okay.
Or today.
But I thought, God, that'd be cool out in our front,
Wouldn't
in our
it?
front entrance, with
Wouldn't
lights
it?
on it. Huh?
Wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
I think you've got the talent.
No, I'm saying they maybe they have it for sale at Home Depot. I don't know if they're still gonna do it, but I thought it was
Cool.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something we can think about.
Okay. Okay, the next meeting date, we're looking at Thursday, May the 30th. Any issues with that? Let's look at down, the last Thursday of the month. Okay, I guess adjournment.
Is
Do we have a motion?
their Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
After,
before.
before?
Memorial Day's what? Thursday?
26.
27th, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, is it? Okay.
okay, so that'd probably be okay. Yeah, let me see.
And we know you'll be,
I'll be on Zoom, God willing, I'll be on Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, date looks
and maybe
okay.
we'll have a new member that can come with you. If you're still here.
Well, they got it voted in, so there's some technicalities, but, you know.
Well,
I
we
mean,
can do a
we'll
special,
talk
we're doing a
about it.
special call meeting next
Yeah.
week if you want to get a name in.
Do I hear a motion for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, great. Is there a second?
Yeah, June.
Lynn
Harry?
says second.
Harry?
I'm sorry. Lynn
Thank
says second.
you for putting up with me.
Well, always, buddy, we miss seeing you.
Harry is the second, so all in
Hey,
favor?
on another issue, I'm retiring next week.
I knew it was gonna happen, I told Holly.
You mean I don't get to see more of you, Harry?
All summer, I'm afraid.
I know.
All right, I'm coming up just to see her.
That means I gotta behave on my back porch, is that what you're telling me, Harry?
Well, first I gotta run out to Palm Springs and Carmel for a couple of weeks, then I'll be back.
All right,
Celebration.
we'll celebrate.
Did we vote on that? I know we got did Harry, you seconded it, right?
Yeah,
I'll look into getting a bus.
Favor say.
Aye.
Great.
Oh, there's Lily's ad. I just want to show you real quick. Oh, we've adjourned. Let me end this.
Okay, wait.
This
Oh,
was,
yeah, I remember that.
yeah, last year's ad. It wasn't that expensive. I can't remember. I think it's like,
How many do we have? 10? There was a lot.
Examples of all that stuff.
It was not printed out.
Down.
we still have,
Let's see what.
Well,
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah.
Last week of the Diller House, as it
But
was for
you
100
are
years.
you staying for the meeting, for the next meeting
Sure.
with Rick Story and then come up forward?
Sure.